Alright everyone, how's it going? I know it's been a few months since my last video, but I wanted to put this one out there because there's one thing we have coming up in just a couple months for many of us, and that'll be PT testing that restarts on 1 January 2021. The good news about it is that, well, you should have heard this announcement probably back about 2 months ago in September. It was announced on the 16th of September that PT testing would be pushed from October of 2020 to January of 2021. So if you haven't taken your PT test in October, it's because it got pushed to 2021 at least. So we're going along with that now. A couple of good points about this upcoming fitness assessment. Still going to be the same 1 minute push-ups, 1 minute sit-ups timed, and then the timed 1.5 mile run. However, the waist measurement is going to be removed from the testing portion, and by the guidelines all of those points are going to be given to you. So you're going to get full points for the waist measurement without them having to do it, which is good news because you start with 20 out of 100 points rather than 0 out of 80, and that makes it a little bit easier to get a passing score or to get above a 90%. I don't know exactly if they'll consider it excellent or not without having the waist measurement being a factor, but I don't see why they wouldn't if they're giving it to everyone. So what that means is you're going to end up only needing 55 total points to pass the assessment rather than 60 if it was going to be out of a total of 80 points, removing those 20 points from the waist measurement. That also means you're only going to need 70 points to reach a 90% rather than 72 points. With this though, males under 30, I'm going to go through males under 30 and females under 30. If you want to look at the fitness charts, you can check them out. I'll have the AFI linked down in the description box below. And that'll be AFI 36-2905. And you're going to be looking at attachment 10, which starts on page 86 for males and on 91 for females. So, getting back to it, males under 30, you are unfortunately not able to hit all of your minimum requirements to pass the assessment. That's kind of how it always worked. And so what that means is if you hit the bare minimums, you're going to get 42 points for your run. That'll be in anything 13, 36 and under in that top range. And then you're going to hit 33 push-ups, which will give you 5 points, and then 42 sit-ups, which will give you 6 points. So if you add all of that together, you're still 1.7 points short. You'll end up with a 73.3 out of 100, and that's not going to be a passing score. So you're going to have to figure out a way to make up that point differential. My opinion is that the run's the easiest way to make up that point differential. If you run 22 seconds faster than the bare minimum time of 13:36, you'll get an extra 2.6 points, and dropping 22 seconds on a run time in the upcoming 7 weeks or so is going to be a lot easier for most people because any running you do will drastically decrease your time if you haven't done it already. So that'd be my recommendation, to just run a little bit faster on that assessment, and then you don't have to worry about trying to get a few extra sit-ups or a few extra push-ups, and you can just focus more on the run because that is going to be the bulk of your points anyway. For females under 30, if you hit all of the bare minimum requirements, you'll pass the fitness assessment. I think you'll end up with 75.1 points, which is still passing. So a pass is a pass, and that's going to be run time minimum of 16 minutes and 22 seconds or faster. That'll give you 44.1 points. You'll have to hit 18 push-ups, which will give you 5 points, and then 38 sit-ups, which will give you 6 points. So for everyone else, let's take a look at your charts and add up to see what you'll need to hit the minimums to pass. They may not be the minimums for your age range, but just find the points that you feel comfortable getting and what you think will be most effective for you to train over the next few weeks if your test is in January. If it's later on, you have more time, and I'd recommend still starting now and get the ball rolling on your fitness if you haven't been doing it for a while. I know my fitness over all of like the COVID-19 problems has been kind of like a sine graph. It started off, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit it really hard, and then it just like dropped. And now it's like I'm starting to come back up because my fitness assessment is in February of 2021, and I want to make sure I'm ready for it so I can knock it out of the park and not have to worry about it. I have a couple other videos about some of the fitness assessments things, and if you want to check those out, I'll leave cards up at the top of the screen, and I'll link one at the end of the video, and I'll throw them in the description box down below as well. I have one on push-ups and I have one on 1.5 mile run training guidelines that kind of overviews what goes into it, and then you can make the decision on that, what you think is going to be most effective for you. So until next time, have a good one, and your mileage may vary.